My name is Daniel Atondo. I'm the lead pastor of Eden Church, located in the one and only Silicone Valley. Eden Church came out of a lifetime of experiences. For me, when I think about the type of church that we dreamed about having, it was really born out of the way that my mom came to faith, where a neighbor lovingly consistently invited her into the family of faith until she stepped into it and experienced life transformation. And so the way that he ministered to her in so many ways is the way that has influenced the way we do ministry at Eden. I had a friend in college who just had a passion for people who are far from God. In so many ways, his passion has influenced who we are here at Eden. And then I think more specifically, the vision for Eden was really born out of a reality that there was such a great potential for influence in Silicon Valley. And so we thought if we could start a church that was teaching people about the love and hope of Jesus, and people's lives were being changed as a result of that, we felt like if we could catalyze a movement here in the Bay Area, then the potential for that to influence people all over the world was huge. To the Bay Area was the love of diversity that is represented here in Silicon Valley. You have people from all over the world, and not just ethnic diversity, but there's economic diversity. There is spiritual diversity. There are some people who have grown up in America and are well aware of what the Bible teaches, and those people are sort of in what you might refer to as a post-Christian worldview. And so the thought of being able to reach people who are in perhaps what you would refer to as a pre-Christian worldview and a post-Christian worldview was a really exciting thing for us. The other thing is that the Bay Area, statistically speaking, is one of the most unchurched regions in the entire United States. And so there was a heaviness to that statistic that drew us here as well. The reality that there is such a high population of people and so few churches to serve them. So the vision of Eden Church is to create a space for people to explore life with Jesus in community. And that really, for us, was born out of this hope that we could see the gospel penetrate people's lives regardless of their background. If they never grew up in church at all, or if they grew up with a different religion, we really felt like the message of Christ was so potent that it could transform any life regardless of their background. And so that's what we wanted to create, a space where anyone could show up. They didn't feel weird. They didn't feel like they needed a dictionary to understand what we were talking about on Sunday morning. They could just show up and receive, and value would be added to their life regardless of their background. When I was 13, I wrestled through some really difficult thoughts, wrestled with spirituality and faith, and then just came to a point where I understood that without Jesus, without a relationship with Jesus or belief in God, then my life was absolutely meaningless. And I think at that time, that was the thing that I longed for the most, to feel as though, to know that my life had purpose and that I wasn't here just moving through life without any meaning or purpose to it. So I sensed the call to become a pastor when I was in college. I was on a mission trip to Nicaragua, and we basically spent the entire week, 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, going to all the major hubs in the city where the people were, and we were telling people about the love of Jesus. And in that short amount of time, our team saw hundreds of people come to faith in Jesus. And we saw people just lives transformed, powerful way. And in that process, I thought, there is nothing more in my life that I could imagine giving my time to than helping people know and follow Jesus. In the general sense, our hope is that when people come to church, they're experiencing something that adds value to their life. They're hearing from God, and in that process, their lives are being changed, and they're going out into their context in their work or their neighborhood, and they're being a light. They're adding value to their community. So in some ways, we hope that that's what's happening, and we have a lot of evidence to suggest that that is. So during Christmas time, we thought, man, it is such a financial burden for so many families, especially families who are already living paycheck to paycheck. So our church donated 150 Christmas trees to the community and to those underserved families at our school and a neighboring school in the area, just to provide a little bit of Christmas love. We knew that it wasn't gonna, we weren't gonna keep everyone's power bill on during Christmas time, but it was something that was tangible and valuable to our community and to the kids and to the families that celebrate Christmas. What does it mean to be all in at Eden? Really means that you are embracing the vision and the values and the mission of Eden Church as your own. When I think about the leadership at Eden Church, I have such a deep sense of love for these people. And there's a passage in the New Testament where the Apostle Paul is talking about a community of faith and the way that he views them. And he says, I thank my God every time I remember them. In all my prayers for all of them, I always pray with joy because of their partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. And so that is the way that I view our leaders, that we are partnering together in a mission that is bigger than all of us, and we're reaching people with the love of Jesus. So they're my heroes. Yeah.